Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. I have here an article that was provided to me by my good cousin Bogdan from Canada. Thank you very much. And it has to do with the international blackmail, financial blackmail. And this is how certain organizations are operating when they try to make you do something that your citizens don't want to do. In this case, we have Hungary as an example with Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who is not a darling of some EU commissioners and presidents. And why? Because he is for his country and for his people first, and then the European community and European, the EU. In the European Union. So, because of that, he is considered now far right, far left, strongman, this and this, authoritarian, and blah, blah, blah. The fact is that he was elected a few times already as the Prime Minister of Hungary by Hungarians, and he implements laws, not he, but their parliament, implements laws according to the desire of the Hungarians, which are sometimes in opposition to the EU cultural trends that are pushed into the countries of Europe. And if you do not abide by those requirements, then they withdraw, withhold funds from your country. So let's say the European Commission decides that all the countries should, I don't know, legalize bestiality. All right. Now, if they say that, and let's say Hungary says, no, we don't want bestiality in our laws, in our country. No, I'm sorry. Then the European Commission will decide to sanction Hungary because they did not live up to the demands or the cultural trends of those guys who try to impose that kind of law into other countries. It's the values, the European values. So let's, as an example, so let's say European Union, as I said, decides to cut all the trees in Europe, and let's say Hungary doesn't want to cut all the trees in its country, then the bankers will not give financial help to the country to develop certain, to have certain programs, but will give to other countries that will abide and oblige and obey. So this is an article from Bloomberg, not from him, but from his media outlet, by Zoltan Simon. Now it's a combination. Zoltan is a Hungarian first name, and Simon or Simon, it's a Jewish last name. So I know exactly who this guy is. He's probably a Jewish person who comes from Hungary or who was in Hungary at one point. Nothing wrong with that. Just just looking at the names. And he writes for Bloomberg. All right. So this is from June 7th, 2022. Hungary to tap international markets as EU blocks funds. All right, Hungary plans to offer bonds in euros and dollars as Prime Minister Viktor Orban seeks alternatives to billions of dollars in blocked European Union funding. Blocked. Hungary is seeking to sell 7-year and 12-year benchmark-sized bonds in dollars and 9-year bonds in euros in the near future, according to a person familiar with the matter who asked not to be identified. So they're so afraid to say these kind of things, not by these guys, but by other guys, I'm guessing, who asked not to be identified because they're not authorized to speak about it. BNP, Paris Bank, SA Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs Group, ING, JP Morgan, Chase and Co. are to arrange the sale, the person said. So all the international banking systems, they will help, will do something for you from Ukraine, for Hungary. Potential proceeds will plug holes in Hungary's budget. And this is, pay attention to it. to this, strained by lavish social spending. You know what lavish social spending was? Hungary implemented laws that would provide financial help to families that will have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids. That means they want to have more Hungarians in Hungary instead of asking them for refugees and immigrants. And that's against the vision of the bosses in Brussels. So this is one of the lavishing things. This is one example that I know about Hungary. All right. Besides other things with Soros, besides other things with pornography and other how do you call it, sexual orientation teachings in their schools, and that's Hungary. They have their own culture. They said we want to keep Hungarian, want to keep our religion, not their religion because that's a Middle Eastern religion. That's not their religion, but nevertheless, their religion, Catholic in this case, they want to keep their culture, their language, the way Hungary is. They don't want to have other people telling them, oh, well, I don't like that you eat goulash. We like to eat zupalupa. So zupalupa now going to replace goulash as the favorite dish of Hungary or something like that. You get the point, I'm pretty sure. Potential, all right, so we got that one. Potential proceeds will help plug holes in Hungary, stained by lavish social spending in the run-up to elections in April that helped Orban secure a 5th term. Yeah, so he got the 5th term because he gave money to the Hungarians. That's the connection here. It doesn't say what kind, but they tell us. Hungary currently can't access 7.2 billion euros, which is $7.7 billion in EU pandemic relief funds due to concerns about the erosions of rule of law and graft. So you will let your people die of coronavirus or whatever it is because your governments we don't like something about erosion of rule of law. So we punish you by that. Who do you punish? You punish the government? No, you punish the people by not providing them money or help to fight a pandemic. So financial challenges have led Orban to announce far-reaching budget consolidation plans over the weekend, including about $6 billion in government spending cuts and savings, as well as sweeping set of windfall taxes of industries ranging from banking to energy. Yeah, so then they want to put the country in a recession. They will have a worse standard of living or whatever they will have. I'm surprised these guys don't impose certain sanctions, but I guess withholding funds is a kind of sanction to have them what? Agree with Brussels visions. Hungary is the latest country from Central and Eastern Europe to tap international markets in recent weeks. Foreign funding is a cheaper option for regional sovereigns as they face a spike in local currency yields after a series of interest rate hikes meant to stifle surging inflation. Poland is another country who has the same problem. Poland has almost no abortion. That's an article I read yesterday, but I didn't bother to do it. I said, okay, whatever. So they had laws that didn't really please the guys over there. So then they had, remember, they have a very poor human rights record according to these guys. And now because they help Ukraine, they're talking about lifting those. That's how it goes. You follow the script. They're more flexible. So Poland priced 2 billion euros in 10-year bonds last month, while Croatia sold 1.2 to 5 billion euros worth of same tenor debt in April. The yield on Hungary's 10-year foreign bond hovered around 7.2% on Tuesday. Well, Hungary's government said last week that its talks with the EU on unlocking pandemic recovery funds were in their last phase, which triggered a modest recovery in the forint from near a record low against the euro. The EU hasn't confirmed that fund disbursement was imminent. Yeah, on Tuesday, Finance Minister Mihály Varga unveiled the country's 2023 draft budget, which counts with inflows of 5.6 billion euros in Euro development funds over the course of next year. So yeah, what do you want? You don't follow the script, you get sanctioned. You follow the script, here is the money. And the money comes from bankers with interest. There you have it. It's not like, okay, here you go. And the money is not produced by the European Commission or by the European Union. They're borrowed in their name from international banking. That's how it is. It's not because of the surplus they have. They're going to use that money for COVID relief and blah, blah, blah. No, with the banks, they were going to give you this aid that you're going to do something with it. What are you going to do? But follow the script. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.